What illegal operation was disguised as youth mentorship? The first time Coach Wilson knocked the wind out of me, I thanked him. I thought I deserved it. I was 16, straight out of foster care, and he was the only adult who looked me in the eyes and said, "Kid, you've got potential." Everyone in town said his boxing gym saved lost kids. He picked me, but I wasn't ready for what came next. At first, he treated me like the student he'd always wanted. He taught me to jab, to block, to keep moving. Just when I thought I was starting to understand, he threw me into a crowded basement that stank of cigarette smoke and spilled beer. That was the night I realized this was never about boxing. It was about survival. The crowd screamed, bets flew, and Coach shoved me into a cage. He hissed in my ear, "You better win or you're worthless to me." The other guy was twice my size. Every time I hit the ground, Coach's voice cut through. "Get up, you pathetic waste. Did I teach you to lie there and take it?" Blood ran down my face, mixing with tears as his chant became relentless. I didn't know how I survived that night, stumbling from the cage, broken and humiliated, the crowd's laughter ringing in my ears. After that loss, he took my phone. Friends and girls will ruin your focus. I thought he was joking. One night I snuck out to meet a girl from school. We ate burgers in her car, talked about music, and pretended we were normal. When I came back, the gym locks were changed. Coach watched me beg to be let inside. He shook his head. "Real fighters don't break curfew. Stand out there and think about that." I spent that freezing night shivering outside, begging until dawn. When he finally let me in, he didn't say a word. Instead, he put me straight in the ring with no gloves, no breakfast, just pain. He put on boxing gloves with metal inside and pounded the lesson into me. Once I was bruised and missing teeth, he stitched me up and told me to get ready to fight and earn my stay. That day, I realized he didn't want to teach me. He wanted to own me. I stuck around a week longer, planning. During one of his late-night illegal fights, I picked the lock to his office and found his hidden cash. Taking only enough to disappear, I ran. I found a shelter, worked grocery shifts, and finished high school online. I thought I'd left Coach Wilson behind forever, but monsters have a way of finding you when you least expect it. One night, months later, he waited outside my work. Leaning against his truck, he smiled coldly. "You stole from me, kid. You owe me years of your life, and you're gonna pay it back or I'll press charges. Maybe worse." I felt my fists tighten but stayed calm. "Fine, meet me at the gym tomorrow night. Just you and me. No rules." He sneered. "You don't have it in you. You're nothing without me." The next evening, I arrived early, unlocked the cage, turned off the security cameras, and cut the lights. When he showed up, he sauntered in, cocky as ever. "Told you, you're soft," he smirked, stepping into the ring and raising his gloves. I didn't hesitate. My fist smashed into his ribs, years of pain in every punch. He begged, sobbed, but I didn't stop until he collapsed on the mat. Then I took the lock he'd used on me and chained the cage shut from inside. We sat there in darkness for 20 minutes as he whimpered. Finally, he whispered, "What do you want?" I leaned close and said, "You were right about one thing, Coach. Pain really does build character." Before walking out, I turned back. "You were never a coach, just a coward who preyed on kids to feel strong." I left an anonymous tip about the fights. I never followed up on whether he got arrested or not, but he never appeared in front of me again. Now I coach at a youth center. No competitions, no trophies, just kids learning to feel strong without hurting anyone else. I tell them, throwing punches is easy. Real strength is knowing when to walk away.